There is something moving in the spiritual world that wants to reach you now. A recent, seemingly banal unrest went much deeper than I imagined. A man, shrouded in an aura of mystery, asked to see his photo. Perhaps it was just one sentence, one message among many, but his spirit captured something beyond the obvious. I was sent to tell you, this is not common. This approach did not come by chance. When something seemingly simple messes with your insides, it's because the invisible is wanting to become visible, and you need to be awake. His energy attracted attention, not out of vanity, not out of appearance, but because there is something sacred in your essence that has become noticeable to other eyes. The request to see his image was not just about face or appearance. It was a spiritual impulse coming from someone who, perhaps unknowingly, sensed the light you carry. And now the heavenly forces are calling you to consciousness. You are entering a new cycle, where discernment will be your most precious key. It is time to connect with the truth that lives within you. Nothing in this universe is by chance. When you begin to emit a higher frequency, people of all kinds are attracted, some by the light, some by curiosity, and some by intent to steal what they do not understand. The man who asked to see your photo may have been guided by admiration, or for a more hidden interest. That's why the angels sent me urgently. They want you to stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, what did I feel the instant I read that message? Because your soul knows the answer even if your mind still doubts. Female intuition is a divine gift, and your sensitivity is being sharpened for this moment. Have you noticed that something has changed in the atmosphere around you? The conversations, the looks, the dreams, the signs? This is all part of a spiritual movement. The seemingly simple request to see your image was just the trigger for a bigger alert. There are forces trying to connect with you, some for good, others to test your vigilance. And you, woman of light, need to be strengthened in the truth, so as not to be deceived by sweet words and empty intentions. The angels are whispering, not every approach is a blessing. Sometimes she is proof. How do you feel when you remember this man's request? Lightness or weight? Clarity or confusion? Security or doubt? These are all codes sent for you to decipher. An angel will never leave you without direction, which is why this message has come to you. You are being prepared to not only see the truth, but to act wisely before it. And remember, your image is more than pixels. It carries a frequency, and not every spirit is prepared to access it. From the moment he made the request, something on the spiritual plane activated. A key was turned, a portal was opened, and his soul felt it. Perhaps you did not understand it at the time, but you noticed a subtle discomfort, a chill, a silence. That was no accident. It was his spirit saying, pay attention. And now, as a divine messenger, I reinforce this sign. You must not fear, but you must discern. Because spirituality is shielding you, shaping you, and raising your vibrational patterns so that no lower energy reaches you. You have traveled difficult paths, and your heart carries scars that not everyone knows about. But heaven saw each of them. That is why now, in a moment of elevation, you need to remember what you have learned. Don't let lack speak louder than wisdom. You are not a pretty face on a screen. You are soul, you are temple, you are mission. And the man who is truly worthy to see his image, whether physical or spiritual, will reveal himself with light, respect, and truth. The rest will naturally move away. Have you ever felt that some encounters came as a blessing and others as a test? For this one, which now catches your eye, is a divider. It can reveal the beginnings of a divine connection, or just be the mirror for you to see something you needed to heal. In both cases, there is purpose. This is what the angels want you to understand. Everything that is happening is right, even if it does not yet make sense. The spirit world would never leave you unprotected, but it demands that you participate in its own protection. Heaven does not act alone. It cooperates with your consciousness. And now, your consciousness is being called to the surface. You are more sensitive, more perceptive, more intuitive. Don't doubt what you feel. Do not minimize the chill, restlessness, strange dream, prayer that came out of nowhere. Everything is warning, everything is preparation. And I tell you, do not be frightened by this sensitivity. It is your shield, and it is being activated because something in your journey requires a new level of spiritual vigilance. His light disturbs where there is darkness, and that is why you are being watched, by human eyes and spiritual eyes. But fear not. The angels are with you, clothing you with an invisible yet inviolable armor. They do not want you to hide, but to know where and with whom to shine. The one who asks to see your photo may not understand what he is touching, but you understand. And that's why this decision, to show or not, needs to come from the spirit, not from emotion, not from the ego. If he was sent with good intentions, peace will accompany him. Your energy will flow with his. The dialogues will be clear, the feelings will be light, the respect will be evident. But if something is forced, if there are doubts, manipulations, impatience, or little games, you will already have your answer. For he who comes from the light does not press. Who comes from the truth, wait. Those who come for a mission, respect. And the angels will be by your side, showing you, without a shadow of a doubt, the highest path. How many times have you offered so much and received so little? How many times have you shared your light with those who just wanted to warm their own shadows? For now is the time to gather, to preserve, to filter. Heaven is demanding more zeal with its energy. Not everyone who looks at you sees your soul, and it is she who must be protected above all. You owe nothing to anyone who does not contribute to your peace, and it does not need to prove its beauty to those who do not understand its light. This is your new posture. Many women ignore this call and then reap disappointments. But not you. You're listening now, and that changes everything. You have already listened to heaven. You have already recognized the voice of truth within you. This means you are ready to break old patterns, avoid emotional traps, and enter a new frequency of relationships, ones where there is purpose, covenant, and reciprocity. Where your photo is not trophy, but reflection of a real love and aligned with the divine. It's time to turn inward and ask, what is this situation teaching me? Maybe it's self-care. Maybe it's self-affirmation. Maybe it's emotional maturity. Whatever the answer, it points to its evolution. And that's what matters now. You are not being tested to be punished, but to be promoted. And your approval will come when you respond with wisdom, steadfastness, and faith. You are stronger than you think. You are ready to choose clearly. The woman you are becoming is the fruit of the decisions you begin to make now. By denying what does not vibrate with your soul, you make room for what truly deserves to be by your side. This new version of you does not need external validation. She has already understood that her image carries presence, her voice carries destiny, and her intuition carries direction. And that is why this mysterious man may have even aroused your attention, but it will only remain if your energy is compatible with the mission that heaven has for you. You will not be confused, deceived, or manipulated, because the protection is already activated. Your angels are already around, creating invisible fences, undoing deceptions, blocking evil intentions. Now it's your part. Don't go against the signs. Do not insist where the Spirit has already warned you. Don't sell yourself short. You are not just any woman, and you should not be treated as such. The truth that heaven wants to show you begins with your own posture, and your decision will be the one that will open the right doors or close the wrong ones. Receive it with love. The right man will not be afraid of your light. He will not bother with your boundaries. He will know how to wait for his time, respect his rhythm, and will not be in a hurry to see the external, since he will be interested in the internal. It will be response, not distraction. Alignment, not confusion. Until then, preserve yourself. Heaven rewards the heart that knows how to wait. And the angels will walk with you until all that is true comes with peace, with clarity, and with divine confirmation. So take a deep breath. Bring to mind that request you received. Don't answer in a hurry. Respond with power. The power of those who know their own worth, who was awakened by the Spirit, of whom knows that no image is stronger than spiritual presence. What the sky has for you will not be captured by a photo. It will be revealed through faith, intuition, and obedience to what your spirit says. And if by chance you still feel doubt, be silent. Silence and pray. Ask heaven for confirmation, and she will come. The Spirit leaves no questions unanswered when there is a soul willing to listen. What is light will remain. Whatever is wrong will dissolve. And you, a woman of strength and purpose, will go your way with peace in your heart and wisdom in your steps. The angels are already ahead of you. Trust me. You are guided. There is something that has not yet been revealed, and you feel it even without knowing what it is. A spiritual shift is still underway, and the pieces are still falling into place in the invisible. The request to see his photo was just the first thread pulled from a much larger web. There is more behind the veil, and you are being led step by step to see that which your eyes have not yet fully grasped. It is as if the universe is preparing you for a profound and transformative revelation. There is a spiritual presence around you right now. You may not see, but if you close your eyes for a moment and silence your mind, you will feel. It is like a light breeze that caresses your soul, a subtle touch on your consciousness. This presence does not want to scare you, but to alert you. There is something being revealed little by little, and only those who are sensitive will be able to understand it. You are being led to see not only this man, but yourself in a new light. His approach was allowed with a specific reason. Even if it doesn't seem like it, there is an exact point in your timeline where all of this was already written. You may have forgotten, but your soul remembers. Before you even came into the world, you chose certain trials, certain people, certain connections that would help your evolution. And that encounter, strange as it may seem, is part of that larger plan that is now beginning to unfold before you. What you need to understand is that this man did not arise by chance, and the time when this happened was also not an accident. There is a reason for this moment. There is a reason for you to be more sensitive, more intuitive, more questioning. Angels do not act randomly, they move with purpose. And at this very moment, they are whispering to you to remain attentive. Something will be exposed. Something that will change the course of what you imagined until now. Your energy is highlighted on the spiritual plane. There are eyes that watch you, not only physical, but spiritual as well. Some with true wonder, others with intentions that are still being discerned by the forces of light. You have been marked by the promise of an important journey, and so certain situations will not be simple for you. Every person who tries to approach you first passes through an invisible sieve, and many cannot bear the weight of his truth. It is important that you do not rush the process. The universe reveals in portions. Every detail is coming to light at the right time, as your spirit is prepared to receive. But there is something approaching. One answer. A revelation that, when it comes, will make perfect sense. You will understand the reason for each sign, for each restlessness, for each intuition that tried to warn you silently. Don't be distracted now. The moment demands absolute focus on what only the heart perceives. Perhaps, soon this man will try to get closer. Maybe he says something that confuses you, or reveal a part of yourself that you don't know yet. The angels want you to observe, to listen with more than your ears, to see beyond words. All truth is revealed, but only the awakened can grasp the details that really matter. You are being trained for this, to be someone who is not fooled by appearances, but who reads the energy behind what is said. Some doors will seem to open easily, but not all of these doors lead to your destination. That is why this phase requires wisdom. Do not accept everything that shines like gold. Some proposals will come dressed in interest, but the content will be empty. Some words will come sweet, but loaded with intent. The mysterious man may seem special, but the question remains, what exactly does he want to see when he asks for his image? The answer goes by on the surface. Have you noticed that your name has been mentioned in places you can't even imagine? That your image runs through thoughts of distant people? This is because your vibration has gone up. And when that happens, it resonates like a sound in the invisible world. Some souls hear this sound and are drawn to you, but not all of them are enough to bring light. Some come just to suck out what you took so long to conquer. That is why now, more than ever, vigilance is needed. Something in you has awakened recently. Perhaps you are still trying to understand what has changed, but no, your essence is becoming stronger, more evident. And it bothers. The man who asked to see your photo may not even understand why he felt the impulse. But the spiritual world knows. He saw something that touched him, and that could be a sign of true connection, or a test. You need to discern, and for that, heaven will show you even more than it has revealed so far. Over the next few days, keep an eye on your dreams. Spirituality will use your sleep to reveal parts of what is hidden. A symbol, a name, a place. Everything can carry clues. Keep pen and paper nearby. Write down what you remember, even if it seems meaningless. After 3 nights, you will begin to notice a pattern. And in this pattern, you will find the first pieces of the puzzle that the angels are placing before you. Do not underestimate the signs. You are entering a period of revelation. Heaven is opening files that were sealed. There are records of your soul that are now ready to be decoded. And that's why certain people, including this man, are being drawn to you. Some to confirm what you already know. Others to see if you've really learned. And others still to remind you of who you always were, even before all this began. The request to see your photo stirred something inside you because it activated deep memories. Things that you may have forgotten, but that your soul has never ceased to carry. Memories of other lives, of pacts made, of old decisions that now require a new choice. The now is just the repetition of an old scenario, with a new chance to do differently. And you are ready for it. Even if you doubt, you have already been equipped to recognize the truth behind what seems normal. Truth does not always come with trumpets or miracles. Sometimes it comes like a shiver, like an unexpected message, like a man who asks for a simple photo. But those who look with spiritual eyes understand that the simple is never just simple. Every movement carries purpose. Each gesture can contain a code. And now, you're being taught how to decipher all of that. It's not about fear, it's about vision. It is not about rejecting, but about recognizing. Some people will be surprised by your new behavior. They will say that you are distant, more selective, more closed. But that change is part of the process. What once went unnoticed now bothers. What was once tolerable now exhausts you. And all this is necessary. For when consciousness awakens, the body and heart need to accompany. You no longer fit in tight spaces, not even in small talk, nor on empty connections. The mysterious man may feel this change in you and not know how to cope. He will be able to move away, silence, or insist. All this will reveal more about him than any question. The angels ask you to watch. Don't interfere. Let the universe show who is who. True intentions do not stand the test of time. They reveal themselves when the expectation decreases. And what is light always remains. You are receiving spiritual gifts that were previously dormant. Your perception is being refined. Your senses realigned. And what was once confused will begin to become clear as the morning light. But this will require a new level of inner silence, a new kind of faith, a new kind of courage. And you, chosen woman, were set apart for this, because not everyone can carry what you have been called to manifest. Remember, the universe tests with subtleties. Nothing will come stamped. No intention will be declared so easily. But if you stand firm, connected, alert, what is true will come with peace. Whatever is wrong will dissolve by itself. The sky wants to show you that your intuition is the compass. And the man who wants to walk beside you will need to know how to recognize and honor that compass, without trying to change it, question it, or control it. There is still more to be revealed. This request was only the beginning of a sequence of events, and the next key is already on the way. You will feel something in the next few days, something that will seem small, but will carry a deep meaning. When that happens, come back to this message, read again, and you will know that the time has come. Time to see.
Immense gratitude for staying with me until now.
If this message touched your heart in any way, if it made sense to you, or if it awakened something in your soul, know that this was not by chance. The angels chose this moment to reach you, and you answered the call. You are special, you are light, and you deserve every revelation that heaven has prepared. Now I ask you with affection, confirm receipt of this message by sending the number 999 in the comments. This is a clear sign that you have heard, understood, and connected with this heavenly word. This number is also a spiritual code, which activates a new cycle in your journey, a confirmation to the divine plan that you are ready to move forward with awareness and protection. Enjoy and subscribe now to our channel if you are not already subscribed. Click the subscribe button and activate the notifications bell. This simple action is more than a gesture. It's your way of staying connected with the messages of heaven. The angels still have a lot to tell you, and each new video may contain exactly the revelation or warning you've been waiting for. Don't miss any messages. The next words will be directed even more precisely, since you have already begun this awakening. Be attentive, vigilant, and sensitive to the confirmations that the universe will still deliver to you.
And remember, you are never alone.
The angels walk with you, and we will be here to accompany you every step of your spiritual journey. May the light continue to guide you, and until the next message from heaven,